You're listening to the KATcast, a weekly podcast from the staff you love to listen to each weekday on 94.3 Cat Country. Killian Hart and Jordan J. Now, here they are, talking about life, love, and everything mid-Missouri.
With Super Bowl quickly approaching, we thought we'd talk about our favorite thing, snacks.
Food.
That's
Yay!
Right. Best Super Bowl snacks.
Yeah.
What do you gotta have to watch the big game?
You know, okay, for me, always a staple at my household is like meatballs, but like, you know, like the one that you get mixed with the jelly and the barbecue sauce, or like sweet meatballs, you know? That is super good. And Rotel, that's also like a must-have at my party.
But how do you make your Rotel?
So I like it with sausage. I know some people don't like their Rotel with sausage.
You and I have had this conversation.
I love it with sausage.
Yeah. When the husband makes Rotel, we use the queso blanco cheese.
Yes.
Sausage, and then 2 cans of the Rotel mixture. And it's so good.
During the show this morning, when Aaron mentioned meatballs, I felt it necessary to point out, you mean like with toothpicks through them, right? She said,
preferably, especially if you're eating them, and preferably one toothpick per meatball.
Picking out with your fingers.
We know how you are. You're like, then you're going back in and getting another toothpick.
Yeah,
and to put this, now I'm not talking about like a giant meatball, right? I'm talking about those little meatballs that you can bite-sized finger
we're not
food
talking about like
size.
spaghetti meatballs type spaghetti. No, I get it.
We're not talking about the wedding singer,
That
like when she made those giant meatballs for him. And
That you get at Sketty's in
Let me
Branson.
just point out at the beginning that I'm not opposed to double dipping. I'm not one of those people that minds that. If I see you double dip, I'm like, whatever.
Listen, I don't mind it
There's
unless you're sick. Like if you're sniffly though, and like you're openly sniffly, and you've double dipped, I'm like, you've ruined the dip.
It never fails. You know, like okay, I will go back to probably 3 months ago. Hilly comes in. He was like, "Hey, you want a swig of my orange juice?" And I was like, "Oh, thanks, buddy. Cool." So I slammed this last drink of orange juice. To which he starts coughing, and I'm like, okay, that's something you could have said or done before you asked me if I wanted to drink your OJ.
He does
Jeremy
this to me
McGee.
too. He'll be like, ooh.
Hey, you want a sip?
He'll be like, oh man, this chocolate shake's amazing. You want a sip of it? And I'm like, sure. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, are you sick? And he was like, well, kind of. I'm like, no, I don't want
not
to.
much.
Or he'll be like, oh, I'm kind of running a fever. What? Why? Why would you do that?
This is information.
It's like he's not happy unless we're all sick together.
Information we could use beforehand.
Exactly.
He just gets everyone sick, so everyone gets it. It's all out of the way.
I'm just a sharer by nature.
I mean, it's like, Hilly, it's like if he had chicken pox, he'd want to come play with us. It's just how it is.
Hi, is Aaron? Is Aaron home?
Can we have a play date, Rich? Is that cool?
Speaking of, necessary foods for the Super Bowl, no matter what you're serving, you got to have wings there. Got to have wings because they are like the perfect snack food in a way. They got a handle to hold on to.
Definitely.
You throw the bones away when you're done, whatever. It's like you can't, and wings
So that was my next question.
Wings are a hard thing to mess up too.
Bone in or bone out?
Oh, bone in. You
Yeah,
gotta have.
I feel the same way.
Boneless wings to me are just McNuggets.
It's a glorified chicken nugget. Now, next question is favorite flavor of wing. Are you just a plain Jane smoked wing kind of guy? Are you a buffalo wings?
I don't go
Are
for
you a barbecue?
I don't go for what I consider the exotic flavors. I like.
What do you consider exotic?
Well, anything
This I gotta
beyond
know.
barbecue or buffalo. That's pretty much
Like
it.
garlic parmesan, that's exotic to you?
It'd be okay. I mean, but I don't feel like I'm missing anything if I don't get those. I just give me a basic wing.
So you wouldn't want like a Thai chili wing?
No. Why are you going to ruin it?
Or like a raspberry barbecue?
Like a sweet chili sauce.
I'm a traditionalist. No. See, I don't.
I go for like the sweet heat kind of thing. I like that on my wings. Now, I also like traditional buffalo wings as well. But if I'm going, and barbecue wings are good too. But if I had my choice, I'd almost be like half buffalo, half sweet chili or something like that.
Now, Aaron, let me ask you because you're the one that's probably a little more sensitive to this, shall I say?
Oh, I'm sensitive.
No, in a good way. If you're having people over,
yes,
and some of them because you have your gluten thing, the gluten you get, you need gluten free, whatever. If you're having somebody over, but you want to be sure that you have the quote unquote healthy options for them, what are you putting out?
Veggie tray, that's easy.
Okay.
Oh, veggie tray's amazing.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people like it. It's a crowd pleaser. You throw out some veggies with some, ranch dip or blue cheese dip. I mean, yeah, if people want healthy, they'll gravitate towards that. That's
But
easy
are
peasy.
veggies pretty much the only? That's what I'm saying, because I figured you were going to say veggies, but it just seems like if you're saying, "Oh, I want to eat quote unquote healthy," like a lot of times you're just limited to veggies.
I mean, when chips and salsa, salsa's pretty low calorie. It just depends on what you're going for, but it's like the chips certainly aren't low calorie or anything like that.
I'd say if you're trying to eat healthy, just skip the Super Bowl parties.
Yeah.
because
No.
Probably.
And that's kind of how we are. We're not. The few times we've hosted, we've not exactly thrown out a veggie tray. That's not the time to throw out a veggie tray or
little
a fruit
smokies. That just popped in my
those
mind.
are
Those little
good.
smokies. Oh, I love those too.
Yeah.
tray. So last year at the Super Bowl party I went to, I brought 24 cookies, like assorted flavors from a shop here in town.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know which one." I'm like, "Well, that's why there's 24 of them. Go nuts." You have more than one at Super Bowl. Calories don't count.
I went to, this was years ago, but I don't know if it was, I don't think it was a Super Bowl party. I think it was just a football party. It was like a game during the week or whatever. But he was throwing like steaks on. I mean, like whole steaks for people. Like
man.
That kind of thing.
Who's Super Bowl party?
You're-
That's
And
the
more
kind of-
importantly, are you invited this year and can you bring friends?
like
well,
a-
this was back east, as I recall. So,
Oh, your
but I mean-
fancy back east friends.
but I'm telling you, man,
What's at your Super Bowl party? Oh, Casey strips.
that's a party, man. Let
And
me-
lobster tails.
Hey, shrimp cocktail. That's a good go-to as well.
Something tells me I wouldn't be comfortable at a lobster tail party.
No,
Yeah,
you would. Let me tell you though, this is something Jordan will appreciate because I know you couldn't. But grilled shrimp, baby.
Oh, grilled shrimp's
grilled
pretty good.
shrimp, and it's not like expensive either. It's not, but you put them on the skewer.
Yeah.
You and I like to marinate them, or what's with the brush, the.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Barbecue
Yeah, yeah.
sauce.
Yeah,
and
oh, yeah.
stuff, and just let it sit on there. Flip it over once, and you can take the tails off or leave them on. It's up to you, or leave it up to the.
You like them
eater.
shish kebab style kind of. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Are you a fan of just like straight up like shrimp cocktail though with the cocktail
Yeah,
sauce?
shrimp
and all that
cocktail's
stuff?
good. Yeah, I mean, if I'm given a choice, I'm going with the grill.
With the grilled, definitely.
But no, I like shrimp cocktail too. Yeah.
See, I know some people they're like, they don't like. They're like, oh, the shrimp's still cold. I like it cooked. I'm like, I don't.
Let's
know.
bring
It's
Erin
pretty
back
good.
because this is killing her food. So
Oh,
this is,
no, I just,
this is food that will make
This
her
is
die.
anaphylactic shock food.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you come to the Super Bowl party, we can have an EpiPen for you.
Hey, you know what? You guys go crazy. You have your shrimp. That just means more of other stuff for me.
Yeah,
this
that's
is true.
This is very
true. Yeah. And then, of course, you got to have beverages too.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Alcoholic beer, beer and.
Alcoholic beer and
No,
beer.
I was saying alcoholic beverages and then beer, but it got matched up.
Look,
to
if
alcoholic
beer's not at your party,
As
Kevin's
opposed-
not coming,
As
apparently.
opposed to non-alcoholic beer.
Good gravy. Oh, my gosh.
I've never tasted non-alcoholic beer, by the way. Is it what's the
O'Doul's?
famous O'Doul's? Does it taste like beer?
I mean, the one time I tried it, like, I don't know, my late 20s. I mean,
I couldn't tell you. I've never had it.
Tell
I've
the
never had it.
difference.
I don't know. I hear alcohol, non-alcoholic
But
beer.
we know how Kevin is. He'll try it if you buy it.
Yeah.
Because
Bottom line.
he's not going to buy it.
But I mean, so you can have beer, but you can also have like mixed stuff if you have a bartender there. Somebody standing behind the bar.
Again, what Super Bowl party are you going to? I've never
you
been
have
to one so
you have
fancy
a
that they got a
bartender at your
bartender there.
Super Bowl party.
They got a bartender.
We
they
got Casey strip
Casey
steak,
strips, lobster tails,
lobster tail.
grief.
Get out the
Everyone's
lobster
like,
bisque.
Everyone's like, I've been missing the boat on Super Bowl
I was
parties.
going to say, we're used to just, like you throw out a couple bags of assorted flavored Doritos, maybe a couple of dips.
That's about as exotic as
Kevin's
we
got
get.
a back room where everyone's playing poker at. You're like, geez, what kind of
cigar room? Come on,
Super
man.
Bowl party is this?
Good
That's right, man.
grief. Okay, for me, hands down, gotta have nachos.
Nachos.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Gotta have nachos for Super Bowl.
Yeah, nachos are a must.
The messier, the better.
Yeah.
You don't attempt to look cute and not get things on you. It's Super Bowl.
Oh,
Get in there and get
definitely.
dirty.
I think you have to expect your guests that they're going to need to do laundry when they get home, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I'm also a huge fan. You like spinach dip?
I'm
You're
not
not a huge fan.
fan.
Oh, yeah.
God. See, spinach dip, and then you can get like those Hawaiian rolls and like dip the Hawaiian roll in the spinach
Hawaiian
dip.
rolls, though, yeah.
Those are fantastic, by the way.
Yeah. spinach.
I did some pretty good spinach artichoke dip Friday night, and I had it with carrots and celery. I know that
That's
makes me
good
a
too.
nerd. in All's eyes.
No.
not at all.
Are you
The
kidding
husband
me?
had it with pita bread.
Veggies with the dip is amazing too. I'm just saying, like, just growing up, my mom for some reason always had the spinach dip with the Hawaiian sweet rolls.
Oh,
She
yeah.
liked to dip those in there. But yeah,
Well, you can get like the loaf and like tear off the middle.
yeah, you
and
can tell,
cube
and
it
then,
up. And
yeah,
put it
and
in
then
the middle.
inside there, yeah.
I'm familiar with that.
Oh yeah.
Is
How
it-
about macaroni salad? Potato
Again,
salad?
not a
See, I
fan.
like that too.
At Super Bowl?
Yeah, why not?
Are you barbecuing during Super Bowl?
No. I just like the Amish style potato salad so much that I
Hey, I'm
always
having-
try
I'm having
to
steak
find
and
a way to
lobster
get it at
tail.
every party I'm at. I'm always
Note
like, who's
to
got that
self.
Amish potato
Don't
salad?
invite Jordan. He's going to bring potato salad.
Be like the Office Michael Scott. Be like, oh, I left that potato salad in my car about 3 hours.
But 3 hours. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Everyone's got food poisoning. No.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you got any suggestions, Super Bowl Sunday coming up, and if you want to share, what are some of your top Super Bowl recipe ideas?
Okay, hang on
Share it with us.
real quick.
Yeah.
Favorite flavor of Dorito? Jordan.
Oh, sweet chili.
Kevin.
It's a tie between nacho cheese,
Nah, I can't have a tie. Favorite.
Cool Ranch.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho
Spicy
cheese.
nacho cheese if they got
The
it.
spicy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sweet chili one's just.
Yeah, those are good too.
Yeah. Nachos were, Doritos were like a brilliant idea.
They were.
You think about it. I don't know if anybody really done anything like that before Doritos came out with it. I don't
It's
know.
funny because, every once in a while, like, we'll go through pictures when we were kids and we'll see, like, it never fails. There'll be, like, the nacho cheese Doritos and then just the plain corn ones.
Yeah.
The nacho cheese ones, like, the bag would be annihilated. And then, like, the corn one, it would never be opened. So it's like, we don't know why Mom always bought those two.
So don't buy the plain
I guess
corn
she just
ones.
saw Doritos and thought, oh, the kids will like this.
Yeah.
The variety packs, the boxes, the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
bags that you
Oh,
buy in the
yeah, for
store,
sure.
Yeah.
and they'll have Cheetos and Doritos
Sure.
and Frito, like all different varieties.
Yeah.
All the Eatos.
There's always like one or two varieties that don't get eaten.
Oh, I know.
And they're like the ones that are left. Nobody wants those.
Well, which ones are those?
A lot of times, like maybe either the plain Lay's
Yeah.
or.
Well, here's the thing: when you have a variety of all these, you're like,
Right.
oh,
Great
Cheetos,
flavors.
oh, nacho cheese
But everybody gets
Doritos,
the
Cool
ones they
Ranch
like
Doritos.
best.
Yeah.
So the ones that are left are the ones that people don't like.
I would guess it would be like the plain Fritos and like the plain Lay's. Why would you eat plain Fritos when they have the honey barbecue twists and they have the chili
Oh,
cheese?
the chili
Fritos?
cheese. Oh, those
Why?
honey
Why would
barbecue
you go to
twists,
plain
by the way. Those are
See,
good.
I came up with an idea, and I can't believe the Fritos people haven't come up with this, of a create your own variety pack, okay? So what they have is you'll have a whole bunch of smaller bags of all the different varieties, and you have that big Ziploc bag. You put in there the variety that you want. It's a make your own variety bag.
They got to have that, right? Maybe
No, they
online or
don't.
something like that.
They don't. And I think it would be
We call it RID LLC. Double stamp, no take backsies. I don't know.
that sounds legal to me.
Well, yeah, it sounds binding.
Wait a minute. A lawyer. Hello? It's a lawyer listening. He says, Aaron, that is legal. You're good.
See?
So there you go.
See, just
Okay.
like that, Kevin, you
Very
can
good.
live your dreams.
So that's what we're talking about with Super Bowl snacks. But if you have an idea,
Is there an adult beverage you have to have?
to have. I mean, I'm just a standard beer
Are you
guy.
drinking your vodka cranberries all
No,
fancified
no.
with your lobster tails
I'll
and
have
your
a blue,
KC strips?
I'll have a Blue Moon. I'll have a Yingling. I'll have a Corona. I'll have a Boulevard Wheat. One of those four.
Along with this shrimp cocktail.
Here's a lobster bisque.
Jordan, what are you having?
Lobster-
What am I having?
Lobster bisque. Ooh,
I don't know. Probably a beer of some sort. Probably. I really, I'm just a social drinker anymore these days. Really. So I don't know. But if I have to choose though, probably a Guinness because I'm just a fan of
See,
Guinness.
you like
man.
Guinness, don't
I
you?
do like
Yeah.
Guinness. I'm a
Yeah.
fan of stout beers.
I was a fan of the dark ones before
Yeah, before you could.
I got the hives
longer
every time
drink.
I had.
See that I'm really my dad's side of the family. I was Irish, and I stand ashamed.
You
before
was Irish?
I
You're
am.
not
I
anymore?
still am. But it's like my Irish heritage. I'm ashamed to it because I don't like Guinness.
Yeah, really?
I don't like dark beers in
Dude,
general.
and not to
Like
not to
really
drag this
stouts
out
or anything.
Oh,
but
hang on a second.
me and oh wait,
Hello?
okay, here we go.
Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll let him know. Hey, Ireland called. They're
Yes.
not a fan of you, Hilly. So
I'll tell you what, my wife and I, we went to...
Let me just say. This
yeah, no,
this is
you're
where
good.
we need this to be visual because Erin did pick up her phone and talk to it.
yeah, you have to.
We're missing on the camera action. No, my wife and I, we went to Dublin for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And so I remember we were at this pub, and I kid you not, like, I mean, this kid, I mean, it was a kid, right? I mean, the drinking age in Ireland's like 18 or whatever it is. And he comes up, they're making like a film, like a student project film. And at the end or whatever, these kids, they just slam down Guinness, like in a second.
What?
You sit there, I was like, yeah, we're definitely in Ireland. It was just amazing.
Oh my
It's
God.
amazing just watching these kids slam I'm like, oh yeah, Irish for sure.
I saw this great story of, a guy. It was like, it said, the most Irish thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
A guy walks into a bar at, it's like 9:30 in the morning, and the guy at the door says, I'm sorry, we're not open till 10. He says, okay, sorry. The guy comes in, he goes, can I get a drink? Oh, sorry, we're not open till 10. You want to have
are
a
you
seat?
sure got this joke set up right?
He goes, why don't you have a seat over there and wait? He goes, okay. The guy says, would you like a drink while you're waiting?
Wow.
The most Irish thing ever.
Nice.
Oh gosh. Well, I've been known to like mimosas any time of the day, so yeah, I would
mimosa.
enjoy mimosa
Yeah.
during or vodka, Sprite. I'm happy with
Oh,
that
that's
as well.
good too.
Well, I always have my standard drink at our Christmas party once a year because I'm not a spirits drinker.
His cranberry vodka.
I get my cranberry vodka at our annual Christmas party.
Every single year, that's what he has.
Yeah.
Cranberry vodka.
He loves it. Nope, not going to give you
Come
the
on, it's a
satisfaction.
podcast.
No,
It's a podcast.
no.
We're not limited by the same restrictions as we are on the air.
Hey, that's just our little joke.
Ah! Okay, catch us in private, and we'll
Yeah.
tell you the joke. Sorry, Erin's not going to play along here with this.
Oh, no,
'cause I
I'm-
would. I'd be right there with you.
I'm playing along just fine.
I was gonna say it because I know exactly what you're all
See, I
talking
know
about.
Jordan
but
will
no,
say it, but she's shaking her head. No,
I'm
don't
not
say it.
going to. I'm not going
Because
to.
she thinks we're going to get in trouble for a podcast.
Hey, well, yeah, that's all I need.
That's the last thing.
Remember how we were talking about we don't want to land in HR's office? Something tells me this would land us in HR's office.
Okay, well,
so.
find it when you see us out and about. Ask us, and we'll tell you. Just ask us about the vodka
Do you
cranberry.
even know what you drink?
The cranberry
Have you had
vodka.
one
I
this
was gonna say,
afternoon?
what's in your cup? That ain't water, is it, Kevin?
Exactly.
The cranberry vodka joke, and we'll tell you. So that's that.
Are you done?
I guess so. So if you have a suggestion for a Super Bowl recipe, something that works for you, tell us what you're enjoying Super Bowl. And you want to make a predictions, by the way, Super Bowl predictions while we're here?
Chiefs
Yeah,
are
why
gonna
not?
win.
Chiefs are
No,
gonna
I
win.
know. But give me a
100%.
score. What do you think? I have an
no
idea in
idea.
my head.
I'm gonna say Chiefs 32. I'm gonna say San Francisco 17.
I'm gonna say 24-10 Chiefs.
41-35 Kansas City.
Ooh, you're going for a high scoring
game.
High score game,
High-scoring
huh?
game. Yep. Okay.
It's gonna be a tough game.
All right.
It's gonna be a fun game.
Now we have our scores on the record, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right.
Ooh, well, what are we wagering? Are
Not a
we wagering
thing.
something?
It's all just
Are we wagering lunch?
It's-
Losers by winner lunch?
no, because that means if I lose, I have to spend money.
Oh no! Whatever will you do?
I won't. That's
That's why wagering with you is no fun.
right. Exactly.
It brings me no joy.
It's all just for.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
no, it's not. It's for bragging rights. Is what it is.
It's not as fun.
All right. Well, go Chiefs. Super Bowl Sunday. Come
How
on
about a
up.
coffee? Wager us a coffee?
I'll buy you a coffee.
Okay.
Can I
Fancy
get,
coffee?
Can I get you like one of the fancy ones from McDonald's across the street?
I would be okay with that.
Okay, I can
for,
do
for
that.
once, it would be something other than just a black coffee. I'd make you spend a little money.
No, it probably won't cost me because I have stuff on my app.
Because I have the app.
Yeah, I got points. This was free,
I'll get
baby.
you something from my app. Wagering with you is so not fun.
That's right. I'm not a gambler. Can I tell you? I'll tell you a real quick gambling story.
Oh boy.
Years ago in New Jersey, my wife and I, we were at the Trump Castle Casino. And we're playing the slots and blah, blah, blah. And we won a little bit of money. I don't know, whatever. We won $30-$40 or whatever, something like that. So as we're leaving, we decided to have lunch there. So we had lunch at the casino, blah, blah, blah. And we walked out, spent that money. And I said, you know what? I didn't feel bad because as far as I was concerned, Donald Trump just bought me lunch. So it's cool.
And that's Billy's gambling story.
That's it right there. That's the best I got. Well, I do have the other one where I was walking down in that same day. I was walking down the hallway at the Trump Casino. Yeah. And who do I see walking across from me? Captain Lou Albano.
I thought you were going to say Kevin McAllister.
I was about to say the same thing. Kevin McAllister? I'm glad we were on the same page.
We normally are.
Why would I see Kevin?
Like they were shooting another Home Alone.
Like Home
Alone. No. I got you.
Because Macaulay Culkin, Trump gave him directions. In the second one.
I get the reference, yeah. No, it was Captain Lou Albano. Remember him?
Oh, yeah, I remember Captain Lou.
So I go, hey, Captain Lou, and he comes over and goes, hey, how you doing? He shakes my hand. His hand was wrapped because he had injured it somehow.
Okay, I was going to be more impressive. He said, hey, Kevin. We just said, hey.
And he had the rubber band all still around his beard and everything the same way, Did
that inspire you to put rubber bands around your beard?
No, it didn't. But it was a fun encounter with greatness. That's what fun. It was. Yeah.
Did you get a picture with him?
No, I didn't. I wish because you know what? We didn't carry phones around in those days. Cameras around.
No, you carried your disposable camera, your Polaroids.
Hang on, Captain Lou. I want to get a picture of you.
Is that cool, Captain Lou? So, if you want to tell us what you have to have for your Super Bowl, whether it's something you have to have as far as snacks or drink, whatever, let us know. Email us. It's catcountry@mailzimmer.com.
You've been listening to the KATcast, your weekly dose of fun from the staff you know and love on 94.3 Cat Country. Click subscribe and never miss an episode. Share it on social media and tell your friends with 94.3 Cat Country.